The day of doom is coming.
Your blood will turn white. Your face will turn green. Your eyeballs will pop with pressure. Because our doomsday shows the living end. Forge your strength. Take a shot. You're gonna need an awful lot when you see our shocker pictures. So terrifying that it is easier to die than to live. Come if you must, but make your wills. Say your goodbyes, for soon you may be up in the skies. Doomsday is coming.
Popcorn hungry? We have it. Kettle from the popper. There are other treats for you, too, such as fresh candies and ice cream. Visit the refreshment center now. Enjoy a delicious snack and ice-cold Coca-Cola.
Gene, this coffee is delicious. Do you know that? It's not the same kind we've been using, is it?
What a hamburger.
Don't just shake your head. Explain why the coffee's so good. This coffee is delicious.
Gene, this coffee is delicious. Do you know that?
Don't just shake your head. Explain why the coffee's so good.
Good taste.
Tastes good as fresh perked, instant Folgers.
It's really delicious, and we know you'll enjoy it, too. At our refreshment stand, you'll find these pizza pies, freshly baked to your order. Make sure you get yours and enjoy it now.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed. You gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Don't hesitate, mate. Make that scene. Get eyes for the coolest and dig some ice cream. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that you're rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. The cats go cool for the dog that's hot, and the burgers are the biggest. Dad, that's a lot.
What
Go,
a
Dad,
hamburger.
go. It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Oh, wow.
Cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
What a hamburger.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the show. Once again, thank you for coming to our theater tonight. Have an enjoyable evening. The refreshment stand will remain open for a short time. Still plenty of time to get a snack or cold drink. We'll make an announcement before the stand closes to give you plenty of time to get that last-minute treat.
What is it?
Say, what is it? Hey, what is buttercup popcorn?
It's not live. This is recorded. This is pre-recorded stream. Everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm not live.
What a hamburger.
No, I am live. Has there been like a trend? Is that a new Twitch trend to have like a pre-recorded stream going? There's an influx of people asking that. I would never repeat a joke. No, I would never repeat a joke. All my jokes are fresh and original. Where's...
Oh, wow.
Oh, it was just, idle. Hey, everybody! Sorry, it's been, Sonic 06 is still happening. It is the next, big series I'll start. But I am trying to... Why am I blue? Why am I changing colors over here? I'm trying to get, I'd like to get live a little more often. So expect some more, like, chill streams. I feel like, with, Violet Beauregard. Some, Oh yeah, how you guys feel about the Willy Wonka prequel? Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. Anyway. I'm trying to get live a little bit. You might see more of these, morning relaxed streams coming your way. I'm still gonna do Sonic. Probably be after this weekend, because I got a video due, so all my focus energies are in the videos right now. Will not Wonka. Oh, now I'm pink. Are my lights changing? So I'm gonna hang out for a couple hours, and we'll play some RollerCoaster Tycoon, and we'll chit some chat, and that'll be that. Chit some chat. That'll be that. We did. No, we're done with we're done eating daily bread. I need a new like startup thing. I really wish I could get a horoscope startup thing. I'll have to look. House is not healthy yet. Well, house is fine. All the mold is gone. I'm in the find a contractor to repair phase. So that's, I should get the game. So that's going. What has happened since last time I streamed? MJ had a bit of a thing. She's good now. But she had kind of like a health. She was just puking one day. We give her these, they're called lysine treats, because she's got like cat herpes or something. It's apparently very common, and it makes her eyes irritated and like itchy. So we give her these treats for them to help her out. And then when she got her teeth out, I swapped to a powder form and put it in her food. And it must have just been too much, too concentrated. But for like a full day, she just was just vomiting. It was awful. It was terrible. But she's good now. Out of her system. And yeah, she's got got teeth. She's got her 2 top fangs. She's had her bottom, one fell out and her other one was removed.
What a hamburger.
So she's a vampire cat currently. But she's doing much better. Much, much better. That was not fun though. I didn't really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
She just gums you when you try, but that's true. She started to bite. I don't play with her too much because she's still healing from her surgery, but she's been trying to gum my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cats get regular sick, but MJ's a fan favorite, so it hurts us all. It hurts us all when MJ gets sick. She's supposed to never get sick and never die and never lose any teeth. I guess I should turn... Oh, there we go. Cats barf a lot, but this was seriously like anytime she ate anything, she would immediately throw up, and she was just like dry heaving. She just didn't feel good for it. It was just clear. It was just not good. And then I went out for a walk a couple days ago, and I just got eaten alive by mosquitoes, man. Both of my ankles covered in mosquito bites. I slept like shit yesterday just because I am just like, even now I'm just like, feel like I'm gonna scratch my legs off. You don't leave the house? Yeah, I'm regretting it now.
Oh, wow.
I do. I have anti-itch cream. I have some right here, actually. Okay. Evergreen Gardens, 1,000 guests. You're 4. Park rating, no, that's easy. Wasps have been bad over here, too. They're all over my backyard.
Oh, wow.
I tried to sit out the other day, and I was, not attacked, but I was, being observed by some wasps.
What a hamburger.
What? Oh, I guess I should read some of these. But that's how things are going over here. I'm ready to get, like, back into it. MJ's thing definitely derailed me a bit. I did not acquire their morph, no. I've got a food video on the way for this weekend that I think is turning out really cool.
Oh, wow.
And I'm workshopping a stream idea with Luke, which should hopefully start after I'm done with this video. Yeah, Luke's stream. So, I'm excited for the future. I really just need to get the house stuff squared away. And then get back to just my normal... Ready for everything to be normal again for just a little bit. Here we go. What about you guys? What's up out Oppenheimer looks boring. I'll probably go see Barbie. But Oppenheimer just looks boring. Like, it's probably fine. But it does, I haven't seen anything that has made me go, ooh, I want to watch that. Will I cosplay? No. No, I will not. Yeah, maybe I'll go to theaters. I don't know. We've talked about going to theaters to see Barbie, but I might try and avoid it. I just like to pitch the advantages of watching movies at home. Yeah, rent out a theater. I'm a rich YouTuber. Hell yeah. These house repairs? Nothing. Vet bills? Psh. Chump change, more like it. Cinema has popcorn and a giant screen. I got popcorn and a giant screen. I love making popcorn. This is gonna be too turny. Spending all my fancy YouTube money on anti-itch cream. It's true. You have microwave popcorn? I have like a... I have like a... I guess it's kind of like a movie theater popcorn machine. It looks to me more like something you'd use at like a child's carnival. But I have like a legit popcorn maker. And I make legit corns. That's what I'm spending my millions of dollars on. I guess I should just connect this. This is not really turning into my most inspired roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
We are your legit corns. I'd go see something in... the last thing I saw in IMAX was Gravity. Which I remember everyone, I think, kind of memed on that movie, but I liked it. I thought it was good, especially in IMAX.
Mm-hmm.
Harold knows. Free Guy? I didn't see Free Guy. Was that good? MJ is doing great, okay? It's not an outdated alert. It's fine. Free Guy was meh. It didn't really seem like my, kind of comedy. You know what I'm stoked for? I'm stoked for the new Aqua Teen season. I just finished rewatching all of Aqua Teen. And I fucking love that show. Okay, this looks fine. King of the Hill I'm more nervous about. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with King of the Hill. I think Mike Judge can do it. But I don't know. Trust the process? I mean, I'll tune in. Futurama season, was it any good? I'm not like a Futurama guy. I've seen a lot of Futurama, but it's not something I seek out. In fact, it's something that if it's on, I'll be like, let's watch something else. I'll trust Mike Judge for now. I really liked Silicon Valley, so he can be trusted. Righteous Gemstones has been very good this season. No spoilies. But very dramatic season. I'm going to miss Luann too. I'm not going to miss Lucky. I can't even read that. Was that the garbage alert? I think it was telling me I had too much garbage. I have not watched the new season of Barry or Succession. I feel like... I should test this. I feel like Succession I'm going to want to watch from the beginning again before I watch the last season. And I don't really want to do that right now. And Barry, I just really was not into the last season. I want to know how it ends, but like I don't want to go through the work to figure out how it ends. Oh, they're gonna love that. They're gonna love that. What else have I been watching? I've been watching Food Wars again. Watching Food Wars really makes me want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! What we do in the shadows I bailed on. There was one season that was just was bad. And so I was like, well, I'll just check out. How does what connect? Food Wars and Yu-Gi-Oh? Food Wars is kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh but food. They like go around and have their battles, and they're always like yelling about their shit. Yeah, I think it was the COVID season of What We Do in the Shadows that I didn't like. It was when they were all like separate from each other. I hate when they do that. Yes, that is the one with the sexual food eating. Though they tone that down. It starts off very sexual, and then they go to just eating eating the food. Any comedies? What am I gonna watch next? I don't know what I'm gonna watch next. Oh shit. Oh, Made in Abyss? That's supposed to be like horribly depressing, right? I haven't seen that. Paul Blart 2. And when does Squid Game 2 come out? I'll watch that. I bet it's gonna be bad, but I'll watch it. There we go. Oh, The Bear. I did watch this season of The Bear. Really, I'm not gonna say hated it, but I do not agree with the critical acclaim of this season. I liked the first season. But they did what I just said about what We Do in the Shadows that I don't like, is they split everybody up. And it really didn't feel like it was about the restaurant this season. It was like personal drama. Bleh. The family Christmas episode that's like an hour long and it's just an hour full of yelling was really hard for me to get through. I was like, oh my god, this is taking forever. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, Bob Odenkirk was good in that episode. And I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis was like, it's not that she was bad in the role, it's just like, that kind of like dialogue in a kitchen setting works for me, but in like a house setting, it's like, I'm not going to say close to home, but maybe a little bit. What don't I like about What We Do in the Shadows? It's just that I guess it's the COVID season. The season where they're all kind of separate from each other, I just got bored and I checked out. I thought it was good up until then. Ooh, 30 Rock's a good rewatch. 30 Rock is something I always, when I go for a rewatch, I'm like, this is not going to be as good as I remember. And it always is. Family drive to my house. Dude, it reminded me so much of Veep. When she drives through the barn or whatever. Making everything beautiful for you? What does that mean? $30 Rock's so good. I gotta start making stuff around. This is a pretty big park. I need to, like, put stuff in interesting locations. Oh, I love these fucking fountains. I have watched I Think You Should Leave. I love that show. Ooh, That's a good, if you're looking for a comedy, check out Detroiters. Detroiters is Tim Robinson, Sam Richardson. They're like advertising agents. They make ads, local ads together. Hilarious show. So good. Haven't seen Yellow Jackets. I think Ben told me to watch Yellow Jackets. So good. Is that like straight up drama? It's true, Ben does tell me to. Everyone's always telling me to watch stuff. It's probably because I'm like, what should I watch? And then I just don't. I just watch whatever I've already seen over and over again. I do. I get too many recommendations. I get analysis paralysis. And I end up watching some YouTube trash. I'm back on my YouTube true crime run, just rewatching all the same things I've already seen. I need to watch something else. I do read books. I just read this great book as part of the Animorphs book club. So good. Favorite character, Cassie, definitely. Not an insufferable character at all. I gotta get to Andalite Chronicles. I also just got this book, which is, I mean, way, way different. It's called Wherever You Go, There You Are. And it's about mindfulness meditation in everyday life. Because Rick Rubin told me to read it, and so I was like, okay. It's not Animorphs, it's true. Who turns into an animal? I'll let you know. I'm assuming it's this guy. He probably turns into an animal at some point. Rick Rubin is a record producer. Very, very famous record producer, and I'm reading his book called The Creative Act. And it's about being creative and living the creative life. And he was like, you should read this book too. You might not have heard of him personally, but I bet you have heard the music that he's produced. I can't even like list. I just give him a Google. That's his hair situation. That's what I'm gonna look like in like a year. I'm not sneaky. I tweeted it, or I X'd it. I excreted that I was streaming. I'm back on Twitter. I got my blue sky going today, so I'm just gonna be a social media machine now. I guess. I want to be Rick Rubin too. That's why I'm reading his book and reading the books that he wants me to read. There we go. Boring ass ride. People gonna love it. I'm for sure gonna keep calling it Twitter. There's no way. It just doesn't. You just sound like a crazy person. Follow me on X. Again, what are the things that you say called? I'm gonna post on X? I'm gonna X post. This just sounds like you're gonna cross post something. Yes, if you don't know already, they changed Twitter to X. It is now X. It's really good. It's like me if I was in control of a social network, you know? It would be a fucking disaster. I did. I excreted earlier today. About this stream, as a matter of fact. Okay, this one's good. Let's get some food and some... I guess I don't have any staff yet. Yeah, maybe I'll just start my own. Who would join my social network? There'd be very strict rules. You would have to choose from a list of pre-approved words. You'd maybe get like 25 different words to express yourself. Social medias get. Honestly, that part of the reason why I want to stream more is because I kind of feel like this streaming is about as social media-y as I get right now too. Isn't what my Discord? Discord, I got highs and lows with Discord, man. I think my problem with Discord, because if you're in the sub Discord, you know that I'm there sometimes. And then other times I'm not there at all. And I think it's because I have to run the community. I like Twitter because someone else is running the thing. I'm just there. Discord, it's like my deal. And I only have so much... I can only put so much into it. Okay, there we go. That's a nice row of shops. You're in a bunch of Discords. I'm in like a handful. I'm not in very many Discords. It is. It's true. It's what mods are for, but I feel like even then, I'm responsible for the mods. Like, it all, you know, it all kind of comes back. At least in my head, it all kind of comes back to me. I basically do just let Lupin run it all. I'll get better at it, or I'll just stream more instead. I should flatten out the land up here. I want shuttle loop right here at the top, though. Stream myself catching up on Discord messages? You mean right-clicking and clicking mark as read? That's how I catch up on Discord messages. They're stuck. How are you supposed to read all these messages? I have not been reading any of these lovely subscribers or donators. Boom. Boom. Not the best placement. Let's move the exit over. Always on an invisible.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay. You know, I think next time I do one of these chill streams, I think I want to play more Risk. I didn't consider it until the stream was starting, but I want to play more Risk. Horse championships? Maybe I should. Dude, I need to be active on Brutal Chat again too. It's true. It's hot in here. Started playing Risk IRL so you could use my strategies are great. I won so hard last time we played Risk. Leftover stream soon. I don't know about soon. It will happen. It will happen. I'm no longer using the word soon.
Mm-hmm.
It is in the cards. It is in the cards. This is just, you're gonna see more streams, more casual streams like this. But when I have the time for bigger streams, it will be Leftovers, and then it will be Sonic 06. Which I actually am pretty excited to play Sonic 06, finally. I've been playing Sonic Adventure, and I bet it's as good as that game, probably. That feeling will change. How long is, like, to get through Sonic 06... not completionist, you know, just like get through it. How long is it gonna take me? I've never played 06, no. I remember when everyone was like clowning on it, like back in the day. I never actually played it myself. 16 hours? Okay. I can do that. I'll just do that in one sitting. Just do a 20-hour stream. No, I'm excited. I think I'm more excited to play Sonic 06 than I was Myst. I know Myst is the better game, but I was actually very nervous to play Myst. Sonic 06, I got, you know, nothing to live up to here. Five hours we spent on loading screens? Do I need to, like, have a loading screen funtivity planned? For Myst, yeah. For me, Myst did live up to my memories hype. I was very excited to play Myst. I'm very excited to play Riven. But yeah, I did really enjoy revisiting Myst. Risk on the side. That is something we could do. I could have Sonic Adventure loaded up and I could play Sonic Adventure levels in between 06 just to, you know, I guess confuse people. Where are these lost people? You're at the exit, dude. I did see that they showed some of the Riven remake at Mysterium. I didn't watch any of it. I saw a screenshot that looked insane, like in a cool way. But I didn't watch too much of it. Labeled as Sonic and Play Ribbon. Am I gonna get if I stream in the Sonic 06 category, am I gonna get like people coming in saying things? There's some categories that I tend to avoid, you know, like I wouldn't stream in the I don't know. I guess I always stream in retro. Sonic 06 is retro. I'll just leave it retro. It's like how I would love to play Undertale, but I would never stream to that category because that just sounds sounds like a terrible idea to make. Yes, I love the water slide. The Wii is vintage. I've been playing some Go Vacation. I started a new Go Vacation file. Go Vacation's a good one. I love the organ in this very quiet song that's playing. I still have not played Fishing Resort on Wii. I really need to. Where is my hairbrush? Okay, pay more to get in here. Go Vacation's fun. Definitely super fun with another person, too. Oh man, I've been playing, I don't have it on me right now, but I've been playing the Playdate. I got my Playdate in. God, this is a really frustrating map to build on. Guess I'll do it here. Playdate's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. What is a Playdate? It was a handheld game console that was kickstarted. I think I bought it 2 years ago, and it just came in a couple weeks ago. It's a yellow square that's got a D-pad, an A and B, and then it's got a little crank on the side that some games use for things. I've been really into Post something, the adventure game where you play as a mailman delivering mail. Post something. But that game is super fun. I definitely think I think you can cast it to computers, so I could stream it at some point. Casual Birder is also pretty good. That's one you're a bird watcher, so you got to go screen to screen to watch, and you actually use the crank to focus your camera. Pretty cool. But I like gadgets, so it's like a game console and a gadget. Everybody's stuck. I need info centers. Crank like those old school flashlights? Yeah, I guess so. I'm considering maybe trying to talk about it in a video because I mean I was in group 4, so I'm not the first person to get the console, but it's still not easy to get. So if I make a video now, it would be a timely thing, I think. No, it's not backlit, but it's actually really good at catching the light. I've played it in some pretty dark areas. But it is not backlit, no. You're group 4 as well? Did you get the bumper sticker? That's the only thing I have here, is the honk if you're group 4, and then I've got the yellow USB-C cable that came with it, which I think is super cool. Put that on my car? No, then people are gonna know who I am. Am I gonna try to make a game? I don't think so. Not for Playdate. I've looked at, because the you can make games in browser. They have like a development in browser tool. But I'm already trying to make stuff in Unity, and I think if I try and do Playdate stuff, it's just gonna distract me from that. I got too many interests. I can't be getting into another one. Oh yeah, Poglings. Look, guess I've played some Poglings. I got super early access because I'm so cool. So I got to play Poglings for like 3 seconds. I haven't had time to play more of it, but that's right. Be jealous. Oh no, that works. Yeah, Chad did send it send it to me. I really need to read some of these donation messages. Sorry I haven't. I've just been talking. It's been a little while, so nice to be back on. Boom. Lasagna Dog, thank you so much for the $10. Yesterday 1-2, thank you for the 25 months. Plank is cool, thank you for the prime sub. Jabab Kebab, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you guys. I'll make my way through those as I do this. Oh right, I can make the trees invisible. I'm like, I can't see shit. Soothing lilt of my voice. Lilt. Everybody's all about my lilts. Haunted house. I really want to get into haunted house. Boom. Okay, what are the odds that this is gonna work? I think it's not gonna... Either not gonna have enough speed or something's gonna fly off. Games pre-installed on Playdate, or you get them some other way. There's actually a few different ways. It does come with games, but the way they do it... Yeah, post-hero, that's what it's called. Super good. I'll try and stream some of that. But what they do is you get 2 games to start, and they have a season. So every week you get 2 more games until you've unlocked all of them. Downside is that since they staggered the releases, everybody has all the games. I'm just going to wait to get the games everybody has. But it is pretty cool to pick up and see a little, you have new games thing. But you can also buy games off their catalog. and you could sideload games super easy. So I bought a number of games off itch, and then you just go onto their website in your account, and you drop the game onto the browser, and then you can download it from the console. You don't have to like plug it into the computer or anything. Pretty cool idea. You can skip the season and download whenever I want. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it because then if I get bored of it for a little bit, I can be excited by some new titles. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna make a video that makes you want to play date. Harkens back to the days where there were devices for single purposes. No internet browsing, no instant messaging, just playing some games. Battery life, super good. I think they're like $200. And I don't know when you get one now. If you order, hopefully you would get one this year, but I actually don't know. I think you can... I want to say you might be able to play the games... There might be a Playdate like emulator. But I don't know. Defeat the purpose a little bit for me. I need to change my funding. I really need the info center so people stop getting lost. Oh, the mirror application can do that? Okay. Exactly. How are you going to crank it if you don't have a crank? You could buy a USB crank, maybe like a fishing plug-in. Yeah, suit up in game. I think I've only got the first 4 games. I just got Crank Through Time or some shit. I don't remember what it is. You crank and move through time. And then the other one was like a music maker app. Oh, do I have... Is that how Putt-Putt did it? I just played through, I saved the zoo the other day. Because I game on my Steam Deck in bed. And that's what I did one night. I saved the fuck out of the zoo. Don't have the Mailman one yet. I think I maybe bought the Mailman one. Or maybe I didn't. No, maybe not. Yes? I think I bought the Mailman one. If you go on itch and just search Playdate, there are a surprising amount of games for it. $8, yeah. I think the most expensive game I bought was $12. I bought a dungeon crawler game that was like $12. I'm bad at it, but it's cool. Let's do another steal. Is That Kath? Thanks for the 5 months. Trez909, thanks for the Prime sub. Danny the Demon Art, thank you for the 19 months. 19 months and IDK, what to say? Hello, I guess. Ian, hello, I guess. Danny. Oh! Totally unrelated, but I said so in the Discord, but the copyright claim issue with my drive-in startups, taken care of, baby. Should not have any other issues. I know I muted one of the VODs, or Twitch muted one of the VODs. But should be all good. It turns out it was a bit of an accident. But I really lucked out and happened to have a personal connection to someone in the people that were, like, the company that was claiming me. I just managed to get a hold of them directly. It was fate, really. What happened? Someone, it sounds like, it's not sounds like, someone bought, like, the masters, like, master recordings of the ads, right? They purchased someone's recordings of those ads. And then I think just since they're a big media company, it automatically got put in the copyright machine when it shouldn't have been, because they're public domain. But I managed to get a hold of them, and they cleared it up. All good. If I did not have that connection, I don't know that it would have ever gotten cleared up, but I'm happy that it has been cleared. Because I was getting ready to edit all of my VODs. I was almost at that point, because I mean, they claimed like 50 videos plus. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of videos. It's just one of those things where YouTube doesn't help you out in that situation. Even if you have a partner manager or whatever, they just don't help with copyright stuff. They're just kind of like, well, that's your problem. Zwoosh. Get a lawyer, says YouTube. It's true. That's what they say. Even when I had an MCN, that's what they would do. They would be like, well, I can't help with that. Okay. Well, it's the one problem that I have. So what what are you going to do for me then? This is a nice little jaunt among the cherry blossoms. My MCN was broadband TV. It was the game station originally. It became Polaris, and then I left for BBTV. And I stayed there for years and years and years until a few months ago, or a handful of months ago, earlier this year. I really want to go underground, but I'll save it for another ride. Yeah, I was with Polaris. I was on a Polaris panel once, I think, at PAX, maybe? I don't remember if I met Dodger. Probably. Like, in passing. I'm sure I've met a number of people that I never maybe could have capitalized on a relationship, but I'm not... not good at talking to people enough, you know? So much... You gotta, like, talk to people. I prefer to sit around and go, why isn't anybody talking to me? Okay, yeah. Yeah, this'll work. Bum, bum. Oh, it's true. Everyone's doing the same thing. That's why I miss, like, good social networks. It's way easier to casually interact with people. Not X. I mean, I'd probably use it more if, I don't know, I was interacting with people more on it. It'd make it more interesting. Just need to go back to DeviantArt. That's where the real social activity is. Tumblr's okay, but they just changed to be like Facebook. Like, their layout is all... It just looks like everything else now. It's crazy how Tumblr, like, killed itself during the porn ban, and now when you go on Tumblr, there's no way that's making it over. Now when you go on Tumblr, I just see a bunch of porn streams promoted to me. It's insane. It's fucking nuts. How am I gonna... Oh, I need like a boost. I'm just gonna make an official Brutal Moose Roblox server, and that's where I'll stream. That's where everything is gonna happen. I need to, like... Okay. I can make this work. Never used Stumble Upon. What did I use? Oh wait, no, I don't need to do that. I think MySpace was really my first one. I used Bebo briefly, or I got one, and then I was like, I'm not gonna use this. Did anyone use Dig? I never was I didn't dig. I never had a Zanga. My sister had a Zanga, though. I remember her Zanga-ing. Oh, information kiosk. Thank goodness. I had bloggers. And I had free websites, and I was active on Sonic forums. Those were my social medias. Okay, that looked kind of fun. Is RuneScape a social network? I was all over that too. I have not taken my one wheel out lately. I really want to. I just haven't had the time. I also really want to be rowing before I take my one wheel out, so I got leg muscles, but I can't use my rower because my garage is filled with my fucking shelves, my leaky shelves. People want to ride this one? Oh wait, info kiosks. I don't think I need to buy new shelves, no. I'm salvaging the shelves. I've demolded the shelves. I really don't want to buy new shelves. My insurance guy's gonna call me today and be like, "Why didn't you respond to me?" I'll be like, "Ah! I don't respond to anybody! Ah! Don't take it personally!" What's the deal here? Not paying that much? Insurance might have covered the price of shelves. I just don't, like, I'm ready for it to be over. The shelves are fine. The shelves are fine. They're not moldy anymore. I like the shelves. So, I'm keeping the shelves. I just want people out of my house. I really just want everybody to leave. Get out. Everyone is lost. I'm trying to put more... information kiosk in my house. There we go. Pass into my iris, y'all. Thank you for the 5 months. Say hi to my cats and no one gets shot. Well, I kind of want to find out who's... Am I getting shot or is one of the cats getting shot? I'm just going to wait to find out. I'll wait on that one. I'm too curious. Man, I should almost just... I wonder if it's an effective strategy to just wipe this map clean when you start. Oh, curiosity kills the cat. Well, at least it's not me. Here we go, a nice leisurely drive. Yeah, the paths are just insane. I'm hoping if I litter it with info kiosks, it'll be fine. Ba-ba-ba-ba. What kind of stuff are you guys watching on YouTube lately? Anything good? I want to watch good YouTube videos, but I feel like I don't know what I want to watch, you know? Brutal Moose never uploads, so how are you going to watch his videos? Oh yeah, Dan Bell has uploaded some malls. I've watched those. I've heard of some of these people. Maybe I should just check out some of these names I always see around. Makes sense. Asking for... I'm so fucking blue! Asking for channels and then checking out those channels. Every Margaritaville. I don't like food videos. Not interested in seeing people eat, like going and eating. More of a road trip, kind of like a vlog. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. Seen Funky? No. Big history road trip? I'm not like a history guy. I like my, there's a channel called Relaxing Walks, and they walk around with no commentary. I think that's some high quality YouTubing right there. Just go for your. I do go for walks myself. That's how I got all my mosquito bites. But I walk the same areas. This way I can see other areas. Historical walk through the house. I'll include some mold pictures in my next video. I mentioned the mold. There we go. Oh shit. Gotta watch more Twitch, too. I'm gonna stream more. I need to be watching more. In the way, I thought that would work. Weak. Japanese boat and train videos. No, I have not. Mystery Science Theater channel and nothing else. I should watch more MST as well. Gotta get out of the rewatch loop. I gotta stop. Well, I guess Mystery Science Theater is a rewatch, but I haven't watched it in a while, so. Mostly walking, all 90s adventures. That does sound good. Rewatching is the comfort zone, but I need to be, like, inspired. You know, I need to get excited about the platforms on which I use. Here we go. Danger 5? I've never heard of Danger 5. American Gladiator. Never watched that. I watched Unbeatable Banzuke and MXC. Utmin 1988, thank you for the 17 months. Hey, Moose. Would I rather fight 100 duck-sized Timothy Chalamets or one closet-sized mold problem? I don't know the reference. I don't know what a Timothy Chalamet is. Kite is high. Thank you for the 64 months. Oh boy, only 5 months left until the nice number. Oh, he's the new Wonka? I don't know. Neither of those sound like a fun. I guess I'll fight Wonka. Yeah, I'll fight Wonka, sure. Yeah, they're doing a Wonka prequel. I'll say it. I was surprised that everyone's reception of the Wonka trailer was bad. I didn't think it seemed that bad to me. I mean, it looks silly, yeah, but... Don't know that I'll see it. I just didn't think that it looked so terrible. It's not a superhero movie, so it doesn't look that bad. Willy Wonka horror movie is a good idea. I never saw the Tim Burton one. I did just rewatch the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka a month or two ago. Not too bad. If you haven't seen the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka, it's worth a watch. Like if you haven't seen it in a while, I feel like everything was a lot more magical in my mind when they actually get into the chocolate factory, into like the big chocolate river or whatever. It looks so gross. It looks so not magical. It looks terrible. But I love it. I love it. It does. It looks like a warehouse with sludge and like some like astroturfing. Yeah, and that's the thing is I forget it's a low budget kind of like thrown together movie. I remember hearing interviews or reading interviews about the people working on it, and production was kind of like a mess. I love that. It's also interesting when you rewatch it how much time is spent on the contest. It's actually something I really like about the movie. They spend a lot of time on people winning the golden tickets. Or losing, it's true. Willy Wonka's got a board game, which is actually not that bad. It's all focused around getting the golden ticket. It's like kind of like a worker placement game. You're trying to get chocolate bars, these little plastic chocolate bars in sleeves, and one of them has a golden ticket in there. And so at the end of the game, everyone's like opening their candy bars trying to see if they won. It's pretty fun. We got a haunted house yet? Oh, I'll get the balloon stalls, don't worry. Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, Amber. The opening titles with all the chocolate. I always wondered if the opening, like the Candyman song, Candyman Can, the guy's selling like exclusively Wonka candies, and I'm always just curious if like learning the song was a requirement for running a Wonka candy shop. Like, you gotta know the Candyman Can song. That would be awesome. I'd like you can work here at my candy store. I think you'd be a great candy seller. By the way, here's a CD and a lyric sheet. This is a song about myself that I need you to learn. And when the store's really bumping, you gotta start belting it. Okay? I make the world taste good, and you're gonna sing about it. TM Kaz, thank you for the 13 months. Woot! Moose is back! Oh, scared the shit out of me. And I have 13 months. Fun all around. There's a gate outside of my window, and it blows open and smacks into my window. Scares the shit out of me. Can't go wrong with more go-karts. The Candyman is coming. He knows I'm talking shit. Is that, what's the movie, the horror movie with the hand that's got the good trailers that have been coming out where they shake hands with a hand and, they're, talk to demons when they're shaking the hand? Handyman? Yeah. Talk to me. Okay, yeah, I think it's Talk to Me. Is that out yet? I'm not big on horror all the time, but really they cut a really good trailer for that movie. The Handyman. Not dude, what are you dancing for? Nobody at the pier, man. Not big on horror, but am big on hands. Well, this could be your gateway to horror movies. Oh, it comes out this week? Okay, I'll have to see. I'm trying to think of the last horror movie that I see last. That's fine. We don't need a line here. They'll just walk on up. It'll work. Willy Wonka can. Look, man, I guess so. Thank you for subscribing. Kata Wolf, thank you for the 36 months. There is no such thing as fresh jokes, you liar. Hope both you and MJ are doing well, Ian. Thank you so much, Kata. Willy Wonka can. I never finished the box. I need to finish the box. I watched like half of the box. I'm still not sure. I don't remember if they pushed the button or not. I think they did push the button, but I don't 100% remember. Boom. Oh, I think I've seen Jennifer's Body recently. Like, Jennifer's Body. I think I watched that like a few months ago. What's its deal again? Demonically possessed high school student who kills her male classmates and devours their flesh in order to survive. I think I saw this and I liked it. 2009. Strange time for movies. I kind of miss. Yeah, early 2000s is a timeline. Like, if I know that that's when a movie came out, I'm like more inclined to give it a chance nowadays. Ooh, cotton candy. Oh, Teeth. I did see Teeth. Way back when. I've been wanting to watch, is it just called Rubber? The one about the tire? I've really been wanting to revisit the sentient tire movie again, because it's been forever. Those were like, it's like the same time period where I was checking out like Human Centipede, Suicide Club, Josie and the Pussycats movie. Yep, same vein. Goosebumps for adults, kind of true. I've not seen Hereditary yet, no. I wanted to see, what's the, is it Wes Anderson's latest movie? Nuketown? What the fuck was it called? Asteroid City. That was, not super close, but kind of close. I'm not always a fan of his movies, but visually I would love to. It looked kind of good. Yeah, that's how I feel too, Weaselby. I want to like Wes Anderson movies. I can't say that I always do. Ooh, Chopping Mall. I think I have Chopping Mall. No, I'm thinking of Hide and Go Scream or something like that. I don't know. I've got some old mall. Don't think it's Chopping Mall that I have. I want to say it was a hide and go seek pun. I'll have to find it. This is where my maze will go. Yeah, I think I know Chopping Mall from Red Letter Media, right? I think they talked about it. Cheap entrance fee? I have Grand Budapest Hotel. I don't think I've seen it. Or if I have seen it, I ejected it from my brain. I also have Fantastic Mr. Fox, but I've never actually watched it. Yes, I have seen Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp's a classic. Yeah, I don't know what the story of Grand Budapest was, so I don't know that I've seen it. Watch movies for the directors rather than the actors. I should probably do that more. I went through, the only time I did that was when I went through a Fincher phase. have yet to watch Stuff Stephanie into the incinerator, but I am excited to eventually watch that one. My favorite Fincher film. What the fuck is my favorite Fincher film? Let me look at a list. Ooh. Oh, man. I know they're so different, but I really love Fight Club. And I really love Social Network. It could be Social Network. I really love Social Network. I used to really enjoy the game. It's been so long that I would need to rewatch it. And then I remember I bought the DVD of Zodiac, and I never watched. I was too afraid to watch it. I was too scared to watch Zodiac, but I really, really wanted to. 7's pretty good. Yeah, that can be the exit. That's fine. What else he's got here? He's got so many. I'm trying to see what else I think I saw Panic Room. Oh, you know, his directed features list is not as long as you would think. How is Benjamin Button? That was one that I didn't really care to see. Dull. I've still never seen Old Boy. I need to? No, I have not seen The Whale. Office Space? I don't know why I'm thinking Office Space when they're talking Old Boy. Bring up Old Boy, and for some reason the first thing that comes to mind is Office Space. Are there weird similarities that I don't know about, like subliminally I put there? The actor? I forgot that Fincher did House of Cards. House of Cards was good for a little bit. I've heard good things about Mindhunter, but I haven't seen it. The Whale. Whale is too, it seems too, like, straight up drama. More of a dramedy kind of guy. House of Cards was so good, and then it was so shit so fast. Yes, this is my Pink Panther shirt. My Chill Vibes shirt. Lovingly sent in by someone I definitely remember who it was, and I'm just not saying it to respect their privacy. It's not that I forgot who sent it in. There we go. That's a maze of some sort. Sent in by the person who sent in the Pink Panther shirt. Yes, exactly. Boom. Let me read some things here. Let me read some things. The Cashly, thank you for the 8 months. Wire at Phil, thank you for the 3 months. Chronostalgia, thank you for the 4 months. 4 months, thanks for being great, Moose. I'm sorry MJ has been feeling bad, but you're an amazing cat dad. I do what I can. She's feeling better now, so. That's good. I think I used this song in my road trip video. Pretty Princess Apes, thank you for the 11 months. Iwamura, thank you for the 6 months. Study in Amber, thank you for the 13 months. Love my road trips. It'd be nice to do another road trip video, but then I'd have to, like, go on one. I don't know that I really want to go on a road trip. I'd road trip up to Canada since I'm close enough. I would take a train, so it wouldn't really be a road trip, more like a rail trip, which sounds drug related, but I meant like the riding a train. Ripping down the rails. Took a bus to Berlin last year. It took about 8 hours. Ugh! See, that just does not... What if I did a road trip, but I just did it all in VR, so I didn't actually go anywhere? Would that be exciting? I could still use Jazz. I do want to do the Amtrak Cascades. That does seem like a pretty nice route. Chill truck stream. I'll just make a road trip video and lie that I went anywhere. Chill truck for the driving footage. I'll just green screen myself into various scenic locations. I really don't want to go anywhere. There was a time where I wanted to go places, but I want to get more shit done. I don't want to go somewhere. How far do you consider it to be a road trip? I would think it would need to be at least an overnight, right? Drive somewhere, stay in a hotel, drive back. But the thing is, like, if you're gonna, like, make videos, you gotta, like, live life a little bit to have things to talk about. So I probably should go somewhere, but nah. I'll just keep watching my neighborhood walkthroughs. It's like going somewhere. Lauren Boborin, thank you for the 12 months. It's my subiversary. Just dropping in to resub because I'm not caught up on the bingo VODs and don't want to spoil the finale. Hope you're doing well and getting over the mold hump. We're in the bone zone. I mean, this could be, we could just, you know, agree that that's the name of this location. You're paying $1. You're not getting shipped for free. I have enough mechanics. A lot of stuff seems to be breaking down. Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. Lex613, thank you for these 75 months. Nice to see you, Ian. Hope you're well. I'm doing all right. Thanks so much, Lex. True Killer Star, thank you for subscribing. Zero, thank you for the 16 months. Hey, Ian, hope you're doing well. I've reverted back to my broke college student days in my mid-20s. Is that good or bad? Sounds like a mixed bag. Empty? Is it too do I just have to make everything? Okay, I just gotta make everything free. No one wants to pay on... Oh, fuck! Right after I got the safest park in the country award. This is like a slow as shit ride. 15 people have died. That's not too bad. Oh, I got a popcorn stall. Listen, when you're running an amusement park, you just gotta factor in that occasionally 15 people will die. No, I did not do Barbenheimer, no. I will probably see Barbie. But Oppenheimer just does not look my speed, and it looks too long. Isn't it like 3 hours? Definitely not seeing that in theaters. No, I can't sit in a movie theater for 3 hours. Unless it's, Unless it's... I don't know. Don't know what would get me to sit in a movie theater for 3 hours. I saw Caddy's Oppenheimer review. He was not a fan. Okay, people are going to be afraid of this ride, but I'm still going to reopen it. Broadway musical? But in a Broadway musical, don't you get an intermission? Do you get an intermission in Oppenheimer? There we go. 15 people died here, and you could be next. People are gonna flock to this coaster. Like, all the thrill seekers. We'll do a little test run. Should I add some brakes? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, it's crashed, but it's fixed now. There we go. I'll lower the price. Oh, see, people are back in. I'm telling you. I'll lower the price to 80. A little bit of a discount, and then we're also going to do a campaign. An ad campaign, so people know about this fun lore. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, there we go. What was I doing before this? Oh, what, Where are we at? Okay, 145. Balloon stall. I can put some balloon stalls in. Barbie I want to see just for like the visuals. I haven't even really seen a full trailer, so I don't even know I don't really know what the deal is. I've just seen screenshots and I like how the visuals look. Who's Ryan? Why is he topless? Oh, Gosling. I don't know who's in the movie. I know Barbie's in the movie, I'm pretty sure. Is it any better? Is it better than Life in the Dreamhouse? Or is Life in the Dreamhouse still the best one? Greg Gabe Kiss, thank you for subscribing. Tronbon, thank you for the 17 months. Punk Rock Sock, thank you for the 2 months. Charred Monster, thank you for the 11 months. Please tell my wife, Gothic Novella, who might be listening in the VOD, to the VOD in bed, be asleep now. Thank you, you're awesome. Go to sleep. Gothic Novella. Stop. Well, don't stop watching. Actually, don't listen to Charred Monster. You stay up when you watch more Brutal Moose stream VODs. Stay awake. Watch more. Consume more. There's hours and hours of content that needs to be watched. Testicle King, thank you for the 17 months. Pizza Skeleton, thank you for the 38 months. There's water in Sonic 06. Just stream under the pools and hot tubs category. Is that still a thing? I thought they removed the hot tub category. Is that a thing? Oh, it's back? They removed. I know they removed gambling. I know about that. Do people just like talk in a hot tub stream? What do they, or do they just be in a hot tub? They comment on the temperature of the water? It's girls without their clothes on. In a hot tub? You have to wear clothes in a hot tub. You can't just whip out the goods in a hot tub. There's rules. I feel like I should build another go-karts. Oh, no, I'm gonna do pizza stall. Why am I so itchy? I got attacked by mosquitoes. So many mosquito bites. Feeling pretty good though. I actually think the allergy medicine I took this morning has really reduced my itchiness. I get a little almost claustrophobic when I get really itchy. Like, I feel trapped by the itchiness, and I can't, like, peel my skin off and get away from it. Yeah, trapped by my own flesh. Yes, yes. Just making sure. Yeah, that's why I'm making shirts out of it. I'll make a new variant of the shirt that has little mosquito bites on it. Mitch O'Damas, thank you for the 3 months. Super Junior Trash, thank you for the 34 months. Gotta keep this alive. Been rewatching Dust lately, and my dog is very much judging the characters. I want to play Dust again so bad. I might, after we do Sonic 06, I might just pick a few series that I want to do before we do another bingo. I want to do another bingo for sure, but I might take some time to do some other stuff first. Bum, bum, bum. Dust and Sonic at the same time.
What a hamburger.
I want to play Titanic as well, but I want to play Dust again first, I think. I want to explore it more, make sure I've seen everything there is to see. Nancy, who the fuck is Nancy? I don't know no Nancy. Never known her. Yeah, so if Sonic 06 about 16 hours, if that's realistic for how long it's going to take for me, that's only 5 or 6 streams probably, depending on you know how long I really want to go. I've not abandoned Nance. She's been on every bingo board. I honestly just thought it would be really exciting to land on it at bingo, and it was set up perfectly. But you guys don't choose the right doors, so I don't know. It seems like a you problem. Falcon TFV, thank you for the Prime sub. Horror game night? I'll do another horror game night one of these. I really gotta space those out, though. I know they're funny, but oh my god, they are stressful. I can't hide. I'm used to being able to hide. Like, when I watch a horror movie or when I'm watching Brutal BF play a horror game or something, I can, like, and then be like, this wasn't scary at all.
Mm-hmm.
My refresh rate change, or did I kick a cable? If the screen flashed, it's possible that my AC kicked on or off. Oh, I've used this in an arcade video. Dojinski, thank you so much for the 60 months. You've been into horror VR? No. Something I'll never do. No. I'll do VR horror stream for my 1 million subscriber special on Twitch, not YouTube. I'll probably do nothing special for my 1 million subscriber YouTube milestone if that ever happens. But 1 million Twitch subs, I'll do VR horror. How's that? That's fair. Dude, no one wants to ride my boring coaster. Yeah, get on it. I know, $5 million a month? Sure, I'll play some VR horror, but a penny less, and it's not gonna happen. Get scared by Luigi's. I get scared by everything, man. I get scared when someone knocks on my door, or when the gate hits my window for the millionth time. I'm jumpy. Ah! Kai Dashing. Thank you for the bits. This game was one of my favorites, and first on the PC as a kid. Such good memories. This was also not my first game, but this was the first game I had on my PC in my bedroom. It was like the only game that ran on it. It was a hand-me-down PC, and I played the fuck out of it. Nightmare Ned was terrifying, it's true. I was pretty afraid. Okay, I need more rides. Going back to the... Yeah. Flat Face 420. Thank you for the 6 months. I feel like Paul Blart when he hasn't had lollipop. Unfortunately, I know exactly what you mean. My BF watched the horror game bod. No, I don't think he watches... I think he maybe watches my videos. Maybe not. I don't think he watches anything that I make out of, like, a courtesy to me. Because I humiliate myself daily for a living, so... You know. How long have we been together? A really long time. I don't want to guess wrong. I want to say that this year was 10 years. 9? Really long, like, really long time. Skywarp 003, thank you for the Prime sub. Stoudman, thank you for the 14 months. I'm Anoda. Thanks for the 85 months. Ian, sorry if you said, but do you have a favorite director? We did have our David Fincher discussion. I don't know that I have a favorite director anymore, but he was my favorite. Time sure does pass, it's true. No, none of you are invited to the wedding. No, in fact, if I saw any of you there, I would be pissed off. It would ruin the wedding for me. So you stay where you're at. Don't need no wedding crashers. Dude, there's some people still venturing out here. Don't feel appreciated. Good. No, my nightmare scenario, right? Get to the altar. The officiator says, "Do you have a YouTube channel? Do I know you?" And then I would just have to be like, "Well, can't get married. It's off the table. No more weddings. Gotta cancel this one. Never again." He's wearing the Bingo 98 shirt. Oh no, I'm not getting married. We're just talking shit right now. Hot Dog Sweet, thank you for the 7 months. Real Cool Hat, thank you for the Prime sub. Dan Dang Done It, thank you for the 20 months. I support Moose playing Desert Bus VR on stream. We're not getting married, we're just friends. Yeah, we're boy friends. The clue is in the name. I gotta do more go-karts. It's like the only... Oh my god, it broke down again? This is a really dangerous ride. Oh, it's gonna be a pain. Why did I choose to do this in the fucking forest? Ink Elixir, thank you for the Prime sub. Jimmy-san 2, thank you for the 45 months. Hello, Ian. It's been some pretty stressful days lately because of the renovation work we're doing in my place. So this stream, really helpful for my nerves. Thanks so much, Jimmy. It would be cool to cart through a forest. It's true. It's a good idea. It just doesn't seem very fun to build. I always make the go-kart tracks super short anyway. What is this song? Oh, that's better. Gothic Novella, thank you for the 59 months. I will never sleep. There you go. There you go. That's the way it's done. Jay Slovatsky, thank you for the 3 months. Ooh, Cosmo D Games. I should give the dice one another go. It was really fun. Boom. Parsifal, thank you for the 23 months. I want to ride the coaster. Well, you gotta get in here then. Captain Poofter, thank you for the 12 months. Curious, do you use Reddit or have you migrated to Lemmy? I've never heard of Lemmy. I use Reddit, but I shouldn't. I visit Reddit and see the same posts 50 million times a day, but it's like a bad habit more than actually using Reddit. Did I read everything? I thought there was something I was gonna... I think that's it. The Brutal Moose subreddit. I'm sure it's just bumping. I think I'm a mod of the Brutal Moose subreddit and I'm never... I mean, what? Am I gonna go to the place where everybody's talking about me? Oh. It's true, they do that in Discord, and that's when I hide. I hide away. Alright, guys. I think I gotta go work on video stuff now. We're about halfway through this one. Halfway there. Thanks for hanging out this morning. I'm going to try and be here more often in the morning for just a couple hours. We'll play some... I might play Risk next time. We'll see. We'll see. But have a great rest of your day, everybody. And I got to go work on a food video. There's a really good HelloFresh ad on this food video. So look forward to that. Music by Youngtown. It's gonna be good. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.